Visual storytelling. So I am big on visual storytelling. And what I mean by visual storytelling is when you close your eyes, you can see it. And it's not always just visual storytelling for the entire story, but it's for copy too as well. And yes, Lamb, I'll go back in 1 second. So let me do visual storytelling and then I'm going to go back and do the prompt. Okay. So for visual stories to make them sticky, they have to have some resonance to them. And the way that we make stories resonate is to make them visual. So when you close your eyes, you can see it. So you can do this a number of ways. Okay. And we'll get into them. So how you make stories visual is to one, tap into emotion, right? So that's the easiest way is frustration or confusion or confidence or excitement, right? Like what's the emotion that you're trying to elicit from someone? The next way to actually make stories visual is to use real world scenarios. This is where I try to help my small business clients get to. It's like, how do we bring this idea down practically and apply it? So instead of something like, are you tired of that messy house? We help you organize your house. It's like, are you tired of tripping over that cord every time you walk into the living room? Right? Are you tired of, hitting your chair against the wall every time you back out of the dining room? Those are real world scenarios that people can relate to, right? They can visualize and they can see them, and that helps them relate to it. Using sensory details, so sensory words. So instead of like, drink a cup of coffee, it'd be like, sip that bold, deep, rich, cocoa flavor, right? Those sensory feelings, right? That brings things to life. Using analogies and metaphors. So things like, instead of let us be your guide, let us be your GPS that navigates you through your, business travels, something like that, right? So using analogy, some kind of comparison, so they have some visual of what you're talking about. And then my favorite is always the close your eyes test. Even when you're struggling to translate your copy into something visual, say the words, close your eyes, and then write down what you see. Okay, that will help you sort of have more a visual statement to what you're making. Okay, so just some example. We'll go through some quick examples here of what I mean by visual copy. So a bland copy would be like, our coaching helps entrepreneurs grow their business. We can turn that into visual copy by saying, you started your business with a dream, but now you're drowning in tasks, spending hours editing videos, juggling receipts and budget spreadsheets, emailing prospects with no response, and second guessing every decision. Imagine having a mentor by your side, guiding you through every challenge, turning confusion into clarity and helping you scale with confidence, right? Way more compelling than the first sentence, okay? One more example. We make your home spotless. The visual copy of that would be, you walk through the door with the scent of fresh linens in the air. Sun glows off the polished floors. Everything is exactly where it should be. No stress, no mess, just a home that feels like a sanctuary. Okay, awesome. So that is visual. For visual storytelling, we're gonna do another exercise. So for visual stories, we want to take our story, our copy, and bring it to life. We want to add some real world scenario to it, something that makes it pop, makes it compelling, right? When you say you were struggling to be creative, what did that look like, right? Were you trying to draw? Were you trying to craft something? Like what's the real world example of what that was? When you say that, close your eyes, what comes to mind when you say something like that, right? Giving that real world example. So those sorts of practical things are the things that help people resonate with your story. Okay. So we want to take something that is generic, and then we want to add some visuals to it. So the next part of our exercise is going to be doing just that. So what I want everyone to do is we're all going to start with the same phrase, okay? So we're going to start with a bland piece of copy, and then we're going to make it visual. So the bland copy that everyone's going to start with off with is, we offer fast and reliable service. Okay, we offer fast and reliable service. That is the starting copy. I want you to make that a visual statement. Okay, so close your eyes, think about what that means to you, and try to make that visual. So think about the emotion that resonates. Think about a real world example of fast and reliable service. What does that mean? When someone says that to you, what does that mean to you? Okay. Is there any sensory detail that comes out with that? Is there any analogy, metaphor that would make sense for you? Right? Do the close your eyes trick. Everyone's going to have something different. That is the point. Okay. So take that. We offer fast and reliable service and give me a visual statement based on